thank you. We wanted to get you in the mood for fast cars with a little bit of meatloaf. So this is my friend Nick, and I am Super Testnet, and we're going to show you our project, which is UTXO dealership. If you've got an old clunker of a UTXO with lots of history and lots of former owners, why don't you come on down to UTXO dealership and trade it in for a brand new UTXO with no history and no former owners. All right, Nick, how about you tell us what we're going to do here? What problem are we solving?
You answer that.
I'm going to answer that. All right, so what are the problems that UTXO dealership solves? Well, one of them is privacy. Bitcoin has pretty bad privacy. And if you've got a coin with lots of history and maybe you can't sell it anywhere because you get rejected from exchanges and you got it from some shady guy online, you can come on to UTXO dealership, trade it in for a new one that has no history, and then we just solve Bitcoin's privacy problem. Second thing we're solving is miner revenue. You see, miners, they're these poor guys that are just struggling. They have no money. The halvings are coming and taking all their revenue away. They're not getting enough in fees because Bitcoiners are just cheap jerks. And so we've come up with a way to give them some revenue. They've got all these fresh coins that they mine in every block with no history, and they want more money. So how about they just sell those to Bitcoiners who want, fresh new coins and trade in their clunkers, and we can make a market out of that. And the third thing it solves is mining decentralization. UTXO dealership will help us make mining more decentralized because the pools that don't do KYC on their users will now be making more revenue by running our software than the pools that do. So people will naturally, if they're mining, they're going to be like, I'm going to join the pools that make more money. I'm going to join the pools that offer this privacy service. So we're incentivizing privacy and making privacy incentive compatible on Bitcoin. All right, so how about we do a little demo for you where we show you, I'm going to be a buyer and he's going to be a miner. This guy's struggling. He wants to, he's just doing a terrible thing. I mean, he's lost his wife, he's lost his job, he's lost his dog, and he's got no money left. But you know what? He can still mine Bitcoin and he can bring back his revenue. So he's going to pull up his little thing here. He wants to sell a coin. And how about I go to the store and I want to buy 3,000 sats. Now we're doing this on the testnet where our supply of Satoshis is low, despite my name. So in the production version, there'll be lots bigger amounts that you can buy. But in this one, we're just going to buy 3,000 fresh new sats, and I'm going to trade in my clunkers, my old 4,000 sats, for that. So here I go, click the button, I'm going to buy. Now I need to send some money to this Bitcoin address. We are using coin swaps to ensure this is non-custodial and that the miner never has your coins. So let's do 3,000 to 4,000 is what I'm paying. Paying this Bitcoin address. Okay, and so what we should see now is we should see that just got noticed. We're using Nostr to do the communication between the buyer and the seller. And now he's going to complete the swap by depositing 3,000 sats straight from a Coinbase, straight from a freshly mined supply of Bitcoins that have no history. He's going to deposit that into the swap address here, and then I'll just take them, and he gets to take my 4,000. So right there, it just happened. There's the confetti. And I have a new fresh UTXO. If you examine its history, it has no history. It is just straight from the Coinbase to me. And I just purchased it for a nice little premium there. And I can smell that new coin smell. That new UTXO smell is just, you've got to upgrade to the luxury model, guys. So yeah, that's UTXO dealership. And we just solved privacy on Bitcoin. We solved decentralizing mining. And also, you can even make it not have the miners run out of money anymore. So we solved a lot of problems, guys. Thank you. Any questions?
What of this did you brainstorm before the TabConf? I think everything here was built at TabConf, but what was this idea is, in my opinion, pretty innovative.
Yeah.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is...
Kiss your mother without mouth, Michael?
She might be in this room.
Yeah, so I get ideas all the time, probably like 7 a day, and I don't know exactly when I got this one, but probably at the last TabConf. So finally I got around to building it today, or this one.
In terms of user experience, or I guess the flexibility of what your ideas are, is this going to be? I guess what I'm trying to understand is ideally who runs the site? Is it the mining pool, or is there coordinators in between mining pool and users?
Well, that's the nice thing about Nostr. We're in the Nostr category because we didn't want to run a coordination service. So all we do here is we have a website that hooks you up to Nostr. Nostr relays are the point of contact between you and the relay. Nostr is divided into two categories. There's notes and there's other stuff. We're the other stuff. And so, yeah, we just use that because, it's Nick's favorite protocol. To him, Nostr is the thing. And he was like, if we're going to do this, that's the only way I'm going to participate, is if we use Nostr. And I'm just kidding, he hates Nostr. But yeah, we created a new kind number for selling Coinbase UTXOs, and then we just make it so any miner who wants to can do it. They don't even have to use our website. They just announce it on Nostr, and our site picks it up.
So you aggregate from Nostr. Okay.
We're just displaying the information that miners are offering. Offers for.
So to kind of reiterate, this is a coordination service between miners and users.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then using Nostr for the broadcasting and receiving
message transport.
Messages. Gotcha.
So
Okay.
the only thing Nostr is any good for, not good for social, but it is decent. It is decent at trying to deliver a message on a best effort basis, or even like a minimal effort basis from a sender to a recipient. So that's what we're using it for.
If you do plan on making this go live, is that a plan, and do you plan to do this?
Yeah,
Awesome.
I do plan to fix Bitcoin. Yes.
Yeah, awesome. I'm very glad I got to meet Super at this. It's a super interesting idea. Like I said, just do it overseas and have some anonymity when you do this, because it makes perfect sense. But
my
suggestion is protect yourself.
Well, my favorite thing that's going to happen here is when I go to Marathon or Riot and I ask them to sell their Coinbases on Nostr, they're going to be like, no, I'm not touching this with a 10-foot pole. If there's no KYC, I'm not doing it. And at that moment, I will be ecstatic, because what just happened is we made privacy incentive compatible on Lightning. They're going to turn down money because you can't do KYC with it. And the people who are respecting their users' privacy, the pools who do respect their privacy, are going to pick up that money. They're going to sell these UTXOs, and people are going to leave the KYC mining pools in droves.